Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out on this beautiful day. This is like a heat wave compared to the weather we've had the last few days. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. I hope you're all enjoying the festivities, and I appreciate you coming down to recognize Josh Smith's family today on the service he gave to our country. What I would like to do before we begin is start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us today. It is with a heavy but proud heart that we gather here today to dedicate this section of State Route 145 in memory of U.S. Marine Corporal Joshua Smith. I was truly honored to sponsor this legislation that made this designation so that everyone who uses this highway will know of the service and sacrifice of Joshua. By doing so, we are making certain future generations will come to remember Joshua's name. Josh was a native son of Salisbury Township. He grew up here after moving with his family as a toddler. He was a 2003 graduate of Salisbury High School, where he led the school's soccer team as a captain. After graduation, his sense of national duty and patriotism led Josh to the U.S. Marines and to serve our country, which he did honorably with distinction for 8 years, including deployment to Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom. Corporal Smith was awarded numerous medals for his service and honorably discharged in 2011. He returned home, but it wasn't easy because Josh was waging a personal battle with post-traumatic stress disorder, or as it's so often called, PTSD. Tragically, he lost that battle the next year. PTSD is a mental health condition that has changed the lives of many of our veterans after they return to civilian life. PTSD is triggered by a terrifying event, either an event that has been experienced or witnessed. Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. The condition is recognized as one of the most demanding issues we face as many of our veterans return home from the battlefield with emotional, social, physical, and spiritual challenges. PTSD, let me repeat, is not a sign of weakness, but a symptom of an illness that can be overcome. Today is bittersweet. His family misses Josh, as does our community. We must look to the naming of this highway not only as a tribute for his service to our grateful nation, but as a way to help bring some attention to the plight of other veterans struggling with PTSD. I applaud his parents, Brian and Nancy, for the work they've been doing to help raise public awareness about PTSD and how all of us can get involved in providing the assistance those veterans need, living with it so desperately. I would now like to invite Brian Smith to the podium to say a few words.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. From those of you that don't know us, I'm Brian, my wife Nancy. We're Josh's mom and dad. Of course, our daughter Jen and her hubby Richie's here with RJ. My mom, other family and friends. Where do I start about Josh? We are here today on St. Patty's Day for the dedication because this is one of Josh's, if not his favorite holiday. And if you would ask Josh, he would say he was part Irish. Very, very convincingly. He even had a clover on his leg, a 4-leaf. Josh lived his life like a holiday, putting smiles on faces and warming people's hearts. All along, while he was hurting PTSD and TBIs, are very hard to deal with. So if you can help a vet or active duty service person or reserve in any way, a handshake, a hello, or thank them for their service, it truly does mean a lot. This highway dedication is a reminder to think about the men and women still here, still in harm's way, fighting to keep us free. This highway, it means a lot to us because our kids, Josh and Jen, they drove it all the time back and forth to school. I can remember Josh, when he first got his stupid little red Volkswagen, it sat so low to the ground, there went the front bumper, and we had to pull over and throw it in the trunk. Typical Josh.
On this highway.
Right on this road, right here. So it does mean a lot to us. Think about Josh, what a great Marine he is, a great father, son, brother, grandson, and friend. He was my best friend. And in true Josh style, I gotta say it, on St. Patty's Day, what we always used to say, Aaron, go brawlers. Semper Fi, my son. And may you be celebrating with Pappy and everybody in true Bubba style. We love you and miss you very much. I truly like to thank Justin and his staff for getting this together. It means a lot to our family. It means a lot to the Marines. Semper Fi, Pops.
Thank you for that wonderful speech. Now we're actually going to unveil the sign. So I am going to ask for the sign to come down to recognize this highway, Mr. Corporal Joshua Smith Memorial Highway. Uh-oh. Maybe just pull it.
Come on, Josh,
Pull it down.
cooperate.
Twist it in it. Where's Rooney? Twist it. Once you grab it, twist it.
Now twist it around in a circle. There you go.
Thank you, everyone, for taking the time on this special day to honor a very special person. And welcome to the Corporal Joshua B. Smith Memorial Highway. Have a good day. Thank you.